Okay class, who can tell me about the difference between covalent and ionic bonds? Brayden?
What is an ionic? Masood Sanji, can I go home now?
No. You must listen. Go to the principal's office now.
Ethan, what are you doing here?
No time to explain. I've got some friends to explain the ionic and covalent bond structure. Poopity scoop, it is Kanye West, here to explain ionic bonds.
Zoink Scoob, and it is also Shaggy, here to teach you all about covalent bonds.
Ionic bonding occurs between metal-metal or metal-non-metal. It is the complete transfer between valence electrons, and usually gives two oppositely charged ions. The metal becomes a positive cation as it loses electrons, and the non-metal becomes a negative anion as it gains those electrons. This is because typically the non-metal is already close to being complete, having more valence electrons. Metals typically have fewer in their outermost shell.
Covalent bonds, much like ionic, is the sharing of electrons, but unlike ionic, it is more based in balance, and is between typically non-metals exclusively. It is also common for two of the same element to bond. Also, unlike ionic, both are not opposite in their attraction, for they both share the valence electrons together, where in an ionic bond, the non-metal takes them. Covalent bonds are common amongst elements of similar electronegativity. Back to you, Ethan.
Okay, so I think I got a better understanding of ionic and covalent bonds, but I still don't know what a valence electron is.
Good question. Allow one of my friends to explain.
I find it depressing all your friends are cartoon characters.
Well, I'll guess you will just fail if you are gonna be like that.
Fine, tell me.
It is me, Rick Sanchez, and I will be explaining what a valence electron is. Asterisk burps and pukes up booze. Asterisk a valence electron is the 1 or 8 electrons in the outer shell meant for bonding. Valence electrons are electrons found in the outermost shell of an atom. Each atom typically has 2 in their first shell, and 8 in all preceding shells. Valence electrons are only found in the outer shell, unless it is a transition metal, in which case it can be sometimes found in an inner shell. If the nucleus of an atom is the structure in a bond, then valence electrons are the glue, and are the most important factor in what bonds with what. There is one more important factor in all this, and that is periodic trends. Take it away, Jimmy.
Brain blast. Periodic trends. Yes. They are patterns in the properties of chemical elements, some of which include electronegativity, polarity, and electron affinity. Electronegativity is how much an atom attracts electrons to itself, sorta like a magnet. This is what also decides which electrons go to which in a certain bond. Polarity is the separation of electric charge, and it leads an electric dipole moment. Typically in a polar covalent bond, one atom has greater attraction for the electron than others. Electron affinity is where energy is released or spent when bonding with a neutral atom. Electrons go off and form a negative ion. I just had the weirdest dream. I felt ICP and Ethan and their gang of weirdos harassed me till I understood bonding, and electrons and all that weird stuff. Oh crap, I overslept and it's almost 8th mod. Better hurry off to class.
Good job, Brayden. You survived the gauntlet.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that wasn't a dream?
Nope, you passed ICP, you get off school for 100,000 years and are ungrounded for 15,000 years. Now you can leave the school. Thank you.
Alright, no school, no school, no school, no school.